Helen here with Eyes on the Game here at Black House MMA, being joined by the always beautiful, undefeated strawweight Mackenzie Dern. How are you?
I'm doing good, just training. Like you can tell, I just finished training, getting ready for the fight in Tampa, Florida. So October 12th, I'm so excited.
Yes, and before I get to talking to you about that big fight coming up against Amanda Ribas, I mean, your daughter, she's in the background, Moa, almost 3 months already. How has motherhood been treating you?
It's such a blessing, you know, like a lot of like the very close people with me, near me, as soon as I became pregnant was kind of like, of course, not like sad, you know, but kind of like, man, and the career and how is this going to be, you know, and man, it's the best decision, best thing that ever happened to me. It's like so much more motivation. Before it was kind of hard to be motivated, like just for me, you know, sometimes like, okay, I want the money, but I want to like have fun too, you know, or, oh, I want to fight and be like undefeated, but, you know, like all the fans talking like crap, you know, so I don't know, I'm not going to, you know, but now it's like, no, it's for my daughter, you know, like I'm going to do this for us, you know, so it's such a great blessing and motivation for me. And man, she's such a good girl, you know, she does everything with me, like my best friend. It's so good.
Yeah, she's watching you do this interview. I'm sure she watches you train as well. But what has surprised you most, you know, now that you are a mom?
I think just how much people like kind of supporting me now that I'm a mom, you know, like I thought everyone's like during the pregnancy, everyone, oh, she's not going to make weight again. Yeah. You know, she's done for her career. Yeah. And then I don't know, like all of a sudden I think maybe the people can see the motivation, see like maybe I'm a different person already. Mm-hmm. So just like all the support I'm getting, I'm kind of like surprised. Everyone's like, man, you look better than before, more in shape, you know, like, and that surprised me too. Like I'm more in shape now than I was before I had a MOA. So it's crazy.
And how was that transition to kind of have to get back into the gym?
Yeah, thankfully, her dad was like helping me so much. He would come to the gym and help and watch her. And he's a surfer, so his job is like a little bit more flexible, you know, not like an office, you know, from, I don't know, 7 to 5, you know, so really helped me a lot. Just like my coaches, like understanding, like sometimes I know the training's 10:30, but I'm still kind of like get like, you know, 10:45 late for the training with baby bag and everything. But the transition's been good. She's such a good sleeper, sleeps like all night, so I'm really lucky. And I'm still like breastfeeding. I'm doing like formula and breastfeeding. Yeah. So it's like kind of crazy. I'm thinking like, man, imagine the day before and I'm like maybe half a pound above weight. Before I'm going to be like, oh man, I have to stay 1 more hour in the sauna. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'll put more to eat, you know, and take out some weight, you know. So it's like different, the mindset now.
Yes. And so with that being said, though, is your training schedule now kind of still the same as before, or has that changed at all?
It's definitely like more. I'm training like way more than I ever have. You know, I think because I stayed like 9 months, you know, without competing, you know, and basically without training, you know, it's kind of just, I think before I got pregnant, I was a little bit like burned out, you know, just like training so much and fighting all the time and people talking about like the weight cuts and everything. So I kind of was good for me to clear my mind, but it was like 10 months without training, nothing, you know, so now it's like kind of came back more than before to recover some of the time I missed. And, you know, Amanda Ribas, she's a tough opponent and everything, so got to prepare myself best as possible.
Yes, and looking at Amanda Ribas, I mean, she is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well as Judo. What did you think of her UFC debut and that submission win for her?
I thought it was good, you know, like, I mean, not to take away like any credit or anything. Yeah. I don't know like how good Emily's jiu-jitsu ground is, you know, but I mean, hey, for your UFC debut, we can't have it better than that, you know, like a beautiful submission, you know, catch the back and choke. But I mean, I didn't get to see too much her striking, you know. I saw a couple of her other fights in the past before the UFC. Yeah. But I think it will be a good fight. I'm excited to see like if we'll end up going to the ground or if like 2 ground people will be striking, you know?
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, with the striking, we all know your ground game and all the accolades, the awards you've won with that. But did I read correctly that you kind of hope that it is standing and you guys strike?
Yeah, I think my last 2 fights, I stayed most of the time standing up, with Amanda Cooper too. Like I won by submission, but it was with my striking that we went to the ground, wasn't even like takedown. So my coach, my Muay Thai coach, is training me so much, my stand up, and I'm comfortable standing up. Of course, I'm never gonna like lose my roots. Of course, if I can leave the fight with no scratches and nothing, like just choke, armbar, it's good. Yeah. But I think my striking will be better than her striking. So if we stay standing up, like I'm not scared to stay standing up, and if we go to the ground too, like of course I believe in my ground game.
Of course. And how do you envision the fight playing out?
Just with my hand raised. I don't know like how it'll be yet. We still have like 6 weeks. 5 to 6 weeks until the fight. So I haven't seen like anything. I'm usually like just focused on my things. So I don't know like how she is. I haven't seen any interviews of her or anything. So I really don't know like what kind of is gonna be her game set. I think probably we'll end up going to the ground. She's, from what I saw her fights, I think she'll want to go to the ground and probably think that my jiu-jitsu is a little out of date, because I was pregnant, but who knows? We'll see. But I think like I will be victorious.
Yes, victorious indeed. And in that main event, another strawweight fight, Joanna versus Michelle Waterson. How do you see? Yeah, another mom. How do you see that fight playing out?
Man, they're both like such good fighters. It's like great, like Michelle, she's a mom too, and Joanna like go up the weight class and went down the weight class, and she's champion, such a good champion. But I think like Joanna will win. Her striking is so fast and so clean. It's pretty hard, but it will be a great fight no matter who wins.
And what about the new strawweight champion, Zhang Weili? What did you think about her win over Jessica Andrade?
Man, both the girls are so tough, I was thinking like, man, the champions are so tough, But she's such a great fighter. She's very athletic, like I think like, man, she looks like she's a very athletic girl. And I think she fought so good when she was in her home country and everything. So it was good to have the first Chinese woman girl champion. So it was a great fight, and I'm a big fan of Jessica Batistaca too, so I was a little sad she's like Brazilian too, but it was really cool. It was a good fight.
Like we just mentioned with Joanna, she did have that fight at flyweight. I know you had a fight at flyweight in LFA. So do you foresee yourself staying at strawweight throughout the rest of your career, or could there be a possibility you move up as well?
Yeah, I definitely want to go up, but I want to go up just once I have the strawweight belt, Like I would like to be the same, like Amanda, and, have like more than one belt. Yes. But I wouldn't want to fight flyweight, like go through the ladder, climb the ladder all at flyweight. The girls are bigger than me, like a lot bigger than me. Yeah. I know like people say because I didn't make weight and all these things, and like my weight was bigger. But I think was like something that came from a lot of the fights, and every time I would lose weight, just keep getting like bigger and bigger and bigger, but my natural weight is like actually pretty light, like pretty small and everything. So I think like once I'm a champion at the strawweight and I can go to fight for the belt at flyweight, that's would be my goal, but not to go through the whole ladder, climb the whole ladder at flyweight.
But first mother to become a UFC champion, I know that's your goal, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a goal. It's crazy because it wasn't a goal of mine before, and so she's more like, oh man, there's no like mom champ yet, okay, let's go, like we're in the race for that, I know there's a couple girls like Sarah McMahon and a couple girls going for that, so definitely trying to do that.
Yes. Well, it all starts on October 12th in Tampa. What would you like to tell all your fans about your return?
Yeah, just thank you everyone for all the support, especially everyone who supported me like before and after. I really appreciate it. And October 12th, let's go on the way to the Mom Champ.
Yes, and you continue to make your daughter proud. Thank you
so much. Thank you.